Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Spartans will kick it away to start. The end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Ducks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw, man, so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know what.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. To the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. Inside. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Marsh. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Trying play action. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Belichick. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Edwards. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt.
Just keeps moving. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Makes the grab. It's Parachek. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback
runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy look.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just make it.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCray. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Childs. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Bringing it out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or place some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Childs. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Split backs here. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent, he showed you the accuracy on the previous completion, and then on this play, it's not open.
Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give him the lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up with a PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander of what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 8 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Childs. Finds his man. It's McCray. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for room. It's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Scrambling away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got the 1st down and more. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. To the air on 1st down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. spectacular layout and catch. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Bully ball on third and short. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Child. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback making checks. Running it to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Childs. Caught over the middle, it's Boyd. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollock.